My name is Evelyn. I'm 33 years old and a worker at a bank. I married my husband Oliver when I was 25 years old. Oliver is 2 years older than me and is my senior at work. We often saw each other at training sessions and had many opportunities to talk. Oliver is amiable and liked by everyone around him, but he had a strict side. I was attracted to him because of the way he followed up on his strictness. After we started dating, we had a lot of fun. He took me to places I wanted to go and took good care of me. Then we greeted our parents and got married. However, after we got married, I began to see Oliver's flaws. He was basically kind, but I felt that somehow he looked down on me. For example, when I would report something that went well at work. My boss praised me today. He is known to be strict, so I was happy. That's it, so what about it? I just wanted you to listen to my story. Lucky you. I'm not so happy about that anymore because it's such an everyday thing to me. Oh, I see. You shouldn't get too carried away. You'll make mistakes if you keep building up with those things. That's my advice as a senior. Oliver hated the fact that I can work better than him. Whenever this happened, he was always grumpy and gave only nasty answers. He was never happy with me. I gradually stopped talking to Oliver about such things. Whenever Oliver had a bad day at work, he would take it out on me. He would tell me that my food was bad or that I should go do my chores, even though we both worked the same amount of hours. At first, I was often hurt, but I gradually got used to it, thinking that Oliver was like that. And because I love Oliver, I never thought of divorce. We had been married for a long time and wanted to get a house. Hey, don't you think it's a good idea to buy a house? House? What's up all of a sudden? Well, we have our money saved. I think it's a good idea, but since you came up with it, I'll leave it to you. What do you mean, leave it to me? You're the one who came up with it, so you should pay and do everything. Why? It's our home. Well, I don't want it so badly. I want to discuss our house together. No, I think we'll end up arguing, so I won't do anything. Okay, then let's not build our house. Why would it turn out like that? Because that's no fun. Besides, if you don't want it so badly, I don't think we should just purchase it now. No, that was a lie. A lie? I'll think about it with you. So we should consider buying a house? I'd like to do that, but are you sure you're okay with it? Of course. I hope so. I was still uneasy inside because of the sudden change of hands. What was he going to do? But there was nothing better than being able to decide on the house that we were going to live in together. Oliver said that he would work with me, and I believed him. And we proceeded with the construction of the new house. Oliver was very active until we signed the land contract. I enjoyed the model home tours and the land searches with him. However, when we signed the land contract and proceeded in earnest, Oliver began to avoid me. I was getting frustrated with him. Hey, I need to go apply for the mortgage next time. Will you go with me? I'm busy with work. I need the day off. But I've already decided on a plan and everything. All I have to do now is get it done. I want you to at least do it with me to the end. What do you mean, at least? It's like I'd never done anything. You didn't do anything. You only did the first part. You said you'd do everything else with me, right? I never promised to do it till the end, did I? It was you who suggested it in the first place. You have to take responsibility. What? You're acting like a child. Anyway, I don't care. I don't care. So you go ahead and apply for the mortgage. What about the money? You'll pay for it, of course. That's impossible. The land is under a contract with my money? So what? So what do you mean, so what? We don't have to worry about mortgage. You're working. I'm not okay. That's enough. I've been very patient with you. You said you'd work with me, and I believed you. You're so persistent. How many times do I have to tell you? You have to take responsibility for this matter. Why can't you understand that? And if you're not prepared to pay such a large sum of money, don't tell me you want to build a house. I was surprised when Oliver raised his voice. In my head, I wondered if it was my responsibility to bear such a large sum of money, but I couldn't get the words out. Oliver just walked out. I would never have put up a house if I had to do this. But all the requests were done. I couldn't turn back now. I was looking forward to living with him, but maybe he wasn't looking forward to it. I was so sad to think so. After that, both of us became tense, and we didn't talk much anymore. We saw each other less and less, and Oliver started coming home in the morning. But I was comfortable with that. Frankly speaking, I could not help but be angry with Oliver, and I was afraid I would say something hurtful to him if I saw his face. We lived like that for about 6 months. When the house was about a week away from being completed, Oliver approached me. "Hey, can we talk?" "What?" "About our house." "Yeah?" "The new house you built will be a gift to my parents." I couldn't think straight to get the words right. "Wait a minute, what are you talking about?" "I'm giving it to my parents." "Why?" "Because, we're not going to live in the new house in this awkward situation, are we?" "I don't want to. I can't." "No! Whose money do you think it is?" "It's you, but since you built this house for the two of us, I don't see why we can't just give it to my parents." "Are you serious?" "I can't believe you." "What? Are you saying it's not possible?" "Of course! You decided on your own, but I built it. I don't get it, okay?" "Huh. Then we're getting a divorce. I can't be with someone who can't take care of my parents, and I don't want a wife who can't take care of her husband." "Does that mean I don't get to do what I want? We're just getting a divorce?" "That's right." "What's that?" "I've given a lot of thought, and I've made up my mind. It's not normal for a wife to not listen to her husband." "What do you mean you've thought about it? What about my feelings?" "So you think about it and give me an answer. I'll give you until tomorrow." "Wait a minute, Oliver!" Oliver went into the bedroom and fell asleep. My head was spinning. Oliver told me that he would give his parents a house worth tens of millions of dollars without permission. This is not normal, right? This is not a normal couple. I was so frustrated why I had to give it to Oliver's parents. I cried because of all the things that he had said to me before and about all the things that had been neglected. We had long since fallen apart. I ran out of the house because I was so distressed. Then I called a very good colleague of mine. I wanted someone to hear this story. "What's wrong? It's unusual for you to call me at this hour." I'm at the end of my rope. "What's wrong, Evelyn?" "I'm sorry. I don't know where to start." "Wait, where are you?" "I'm outside, heading towards the train station." "Can you come to the pub in front of the station?" Yeah, sorry." "No problem, I'm not busy, I'm on my way." Thus, I ended up having a drink with my colleague. What happened? My husband, he was going to give the house I built to his parents without my permission. What does that mean? I'm the one who signed the mortgage and everything. What's that? Of course you said no, didn't you? He said if he'd divorce me if I disobeyed him. I can't believe it. I'm so angry. Besides, he's been disrespecting me for a while now. Oh, has he always been like that, hasn't he? He can't be happy about the achievements of his juniors. I'm in a lot of pain. Evelyn, if I were you, I'd just get a divorce. I think so too. Is there anything that's bugging you? No, I'm just in shock, and I don't know what to do with myself. It's so frustrating. How about this? I'm just trying to help you. My colleague made a suggestion. Wouldn't this make you feel better? Yes, it does. Thanks, really. I'll drink today. I had a colleague listen to me, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do in the future. The next day, I took a day off and went to the city hall to pick up the divorce papers. I went home, signed the papers, packed my things, and waited for Oliver to return. Here. What's this? Please, sign this divorce paper. Are you sure about this? You're the one who said, if you can't obey me, we should get a divorce, so I'm asking you for a divorce. So I guess this means I can't give my parents the house and we get divorced? Oliver was puzzled, as he didn't think I would say I wanted the divorce. He said it himself. I don't mind. Oh, hey, are you sure? How many times do I have to tell you? Yes. No, I didn't think this would end so smoothly. I've already decided. I don't know how you can make a decision like that in one day. You said you'd wait until tomorrow. I listened to my husband. I can't believe you really decided in one day. Is our relationship that thin? Oliver, what are you talking about? Just hurry and sign it. Are you saying you don't care what happens with us? That's what I'm saying. To be clear, I don't want to be married to you anymore. What the heck? Fine, I'll just sign the paper. Oliver signed the divorce papers in anger. Goodbye. I'm going to live in that house and live happily ever after. I see. You'll be the one who regret it. I left the house, ignoring Oliver, who had been yapping this whole time. The moment I left the house, a weight was lifted off my shoulders and I felt lighter. I realized now that I had been in pain for a long time. I then filed for divorce and stayed at my parents' house until I found my next home. I was fortunate that my workplace was not so far from my parents' house. After I left, Oliver continued to send me emails. He would tell me how much he was enjoying his life with pictures of his new house, and I was just regretting it. I was appalled at every such email and left it at that. There was a reason I did not reject the email from Oliver. In fact, I took my colleague's advice and did a thing after Oliver and I got divorced. I would not know when, but Oliver would definitely contact me when he found out about it. That was sooner than I expected. After about a month after Oliver and I divorced, I received a call from Oliver. After work, I looked at my cell phone and found quite a few incoming calls. Hello? Evelyn, where are you now? You're not at your parents' house. Hey, why did you go to my parents' house? Can you stop bothering my parents? I have a question for you. Why don't you just call me? If you texted me, I would have answered your call. No, I need to see you. I need to hear from you in person. Oliver seemed quite excited. If this keeps up, I may have to go to my parents' house. I sighed and continued. I moved and I live in a different place now. Come to the family restaurant in front of the station on your next day off. Okay. But on one condition. Bring your parents. Okay. The phone rang off the hook. I guessed what was going on. On the next day off, Oliver came with his parents. All three of them were pale. So what happened? The house was set on fire. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Evelyn, you know something, don't you? What do you mean? Why I can't get insurance? That's obvious. I took all the insurance out after the divorce was final. Why would you do that? Because I built the house with my own money, so I'm free to do whatever I want. Wait a minute! You built it with your own money? Yes. Oliver, what do you mean? This is not what I heard from you. She's lying. Did Oliver tell you that he built it himself? No, actually, I built it. I would never lie to you. Look at this. This is the actual loan document. It has my signature on it. I showed him a picture of what I'd taken on my cell phone. This is... Oliver, what's going on? Oh, no, this is... Why would you make up such a lie? He didn't pay a single dime. On the contrary, he left everything to me. I've asked him many times to work with me, and this is the result. By the way, I also paid for the land. Oh no. Is that why you burned down the house? Almost. Then, I guess that means almost all of it. Hey, can you please get insurance again? Can't you get it in time? Please? That's not possible. What are you guys saying? I can't pay this much. It's impossible. It's none of my business anymore. We're divorced. Please, we used to be a couple. You're being a pain in the butt. Oliver, enough. I was about to raise my voice when his father interrupted. Evelyn, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. What? Why are you acting like it's our fault? Of course. Buying a home is a major life event. You think about your family and plan to enrich your life. I wonder what Evelyn's thoughts were when she built her home. It hurts just to think about it. Oliver, what you did is unbelievable. Having insurance taken out is such a small thing. What the heck did you do? What the heck? You're not only hurting Evelyn, you're hurting all of us. Oliver, you owe us an apology. I don't know if it's worth it. No, that's fine. I don't want an apology from him. I don't want anything more from you. No. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. And don't come to my parents' house again. Goodbye. I said that and left. After that, Oliver had to pay tens of millions of yen. Oliver's parents disowned him, did not support him at all, and lived separately. Oliver was so angry that he repeatedly took it out on his work. Finally, his subordinates sued him, and Oliver was fired from his job. Incidentally, Oliver spent his money on all of his hobbies and almost had no savings. He is now spending his days chasing his debts. On the other hand, I am doing well and in love and at work. I got a promotion the other day. When I told him about it, he was happy with me. I'm also thinking of marrying my current boyfriend, although it would be a second marriage. The land is still there, and I plan to build a house with him when I save enough money again.